I'm ready to put my money down. Okay, I want to invest in QSR.
Put
but
your money where your mouth is.
exactly. But I want to now invest. Okay, and I'm sure there'll be many people in our audience who must be saying, "ठीक है, I understand this is a growing space. It's an investment worthy space. But how do I research? How do I analyze? What do I look for?" Right? And then you go on tools like screener.in, and then you can see the financials, the comparables, and all of that, right? But as the head of research, as someone who does good qualitative and quantitative research, how would you research this particular sector to identify what you want to invest in?
So for every sector, there are certain aspects which we call the KPIs or the key parameters. So, for this sector, these key parameters are not so easily available on sites like Screener or Tijori. And so if you look at their balance sheet, you see a lot of debt. But as we mentioned, these are cash-rich companies which produce a lot of cash. So just because of something which is called Ind AS 116, all the rental or leases which they have to show it as an asset and liability, which increases their debt, but this isn't actually a debt. And other key parameters which we look at is their store opening growth, the geographies in which they are present. So what we don't like is most of these newly listed franchises, they are opening stores rapidly, but half of these are in malls. And we've seen in the pandemic what has happened. Like this could be a very risky model going ahead. I would prefer companies which open stores cautiously, but we don't have to close down the same stores after 3 to 4 years.
So location.
And apart from that, there's a concept called restaurant level EBITDA, how profitable they are at the restaurant level, excluding all their corporate costs and SG&A related to that. And other key parameters are the ADS, which is the average daily sales which they make per restaurant. This is a very key aspect to track, and also their sales per square foot. What we are seeing is that most of these franchisees or QSR companies have been able to consistently increase their average daily sales or sales per square feet by introducing combos which are perceived to be value for money, or adding beverages which have an even higher gross margin. Also, McDonald's has done a very interesting thing. They have introduced the breakfast menu, which opens up a very huge opportunity. So pizza is something which you can consume for lunch or dinner, but adding that third segment increases your total addressable market. They also have McCafe, which is doing good. In India, it does around 18 to 19% of their sales, and they are famous for their ice cream portfolio also. So all these things help to increase the average ticket size.